So let's talk about the anatomy of a sketch document. The middle of your screen is dominated by a primary design surface, which is called the canvas. On this canvas, we can create objects, we can create entire user interfaces, but the canvas is completely unconstrained, which creates issues when you're designing for a particular screen size. You could ballpark it, you could even use shapes in order to constrain your design, but more importantly, there is a tool for that. Before we get onto that tool, let's better understand the canvas. I'm going to hit Ctrl-R to pull up the rulers. And our primary unit of measurement in Sketch is the pixel. And across the ruler we can see how many pixels across and how many pixels down we're currently viewing, starting at 0. So we're looking at about 800 pixels across, about 600 pixels down. So what happens if I scroll up? We get into the negative pixels. Scroll to the left, more negative pixels. Scroll to the right, more and more and more and more pixels. So the question is begged, how large is the canvas in Sketch? And the answer is that it is infinite. It is completely infinite. It goes on forever. So as you design, you never have to worry about running out of space. To take a step back, however, you do still need to worry about how large the screen is that you're designing for, which is why we have artboards. In the top left corner, the first button on your toolbar should be the Insert button, where you'll find the Artboard tool. You can also tap the letter A on your keyboard to select the Artboard tool at any time. Now, the quick and dirty way to create an artboard is to just click and drag. And by watching the numbers that appear on the screen, you can be precise. It's just a little tricky. If you're designing for an exact screen size, I'm going to go back a step, delete this artboard, tap the letter A to get back to my artboard tool. On the right-hand side, the inspector has become a list of popular screen sizes. We've got the iPhone 6, we've got the iPhone 6 Plus, and our app design that we're going to do together is going to be for an iPhone 6 in the portrait orientation. So I can just click on that. It immediately highlights the name of my artboard on the Layers panel, and I can start typing in a name. We could say Home Screen, or better yet, Welcome Screen. Then when I zoom out, we can see the boundaries of our artboard on our canvas, giving us a virtual screen to begin designing. It's not uncommon to use a single canvas and create all of your artboards on one single canvas to map out the entire design of an app. Sometimes, though, we want to separate our artboards from one another. Maybe it's because we're doing different aspects of an application. Maybe it's because we're working on one single Sketch document that has different applications within it. In any case, in the top left corner, just above your layers list, you'll find your pages. You can see I only have one page in this document as it's a brand new document. But just to the right, I've got a little drop-down arrow, a disclosure triangle if you will, and when I click on that, I can see a list of pages, and now I have a plus sign to create more pages. As I create more and more pages, I can toggle between them, and I can even select an artboard and drag it from the layers list to the page that I'd like to move it to. So essentially, your Sketch document is made up of canvases, or pages, and within those canvases, we use artboards.